Hello everybody, here Anna Satya, also known as CrystalHealthGoddess. If you are new to crystals, then this video is for you. My previous video for people who is new to crystal was about how to recognize 100% real authentic crystals from fake crystals. This video is in response to some of the people who have contacted me who are new to crystals and has contacted me asking me what are the best crystals for beginners. Like if you are new to crystals, what are the best crystals for you on how you should go about buying new crystals. So what are the best crystals for beginners? Very simple. If you are new to crystals, I will always start with basic quartz crystals such as rose quartz, amethyst, clear quartz. These crystals are base crystals, okay? By base, what I mean is that they have a sweet, loving energy. They're very powerful crystals, but they are great for beginners, so you can start to get to know crystals, to work with crystals in a easy way, so to speak. And I will explain to you why I'm saying this. Rose quartz is a wonderful crystal for the heart chakra, to bring more love into your life, self-love, love for others, bring love into your heart, open your heart chakra, healing for emotional heartache, emotional pain, trauma, suffering. Is a wonderful crystal. Amethyst is a master healer. Amethyst carries the violet ray energy, which is a very powerful healing energy. It's a wonderful crystal to awaken your consciousness, your higher self, to contact with the spirit realm, for protection, to remove negative behaviors or addictions. In ancient times, it used to, people will put amethyst in bottles of wine or alcohol to help people who is addicted to alcohol to stop drinking, and for addictions as well. So it's overall a really wonderful crystal, and it has an amazing energy. Then clear quartz, of course. This is a master crystal. This is the most abundant crystal. It's used in watches, in computer, in technology, because of the incredible properties that it has to magnify. It's a wonderful transmitter of energy and conductor of energy as well. It magnifies everything. It's a great protector as well, and it cleans, your space, your energy. So it's a wonderful crystal to start working with as well. So clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, those are the very first crystals I will use. Another wonderful crystal is selenite. I have tons of selenite. It's one of my favorite crystals. Selenite brings the white divine line into your being, into your home. It's a celestial crystal. It has a pure energy. This crystal never absorbs negative energy. Actually, it transforms negativity into positivity. It's one of the #1 crystals, and the best way to clean other crystals actually is by placing them over selenite, and it will cleanse and recharge the crystal. So selenite is a wonderful crystal to begin with. You can have a wand, a log, keep it with you in your bed, all over your house. You can greet your home with selenite. It's a wonderful way to keep your home free of negative energy and to have beautiful, pure white light energy around your home. So another crystal for beginners and is wonderful is fluorite. Fluorite is another master healer, and This is one of the #1 crystals that I used when I was going through my health issues and I was healing my body from disease. This is one of the most amazing crystals for healing because it absorbs a lot of negativity, not only emotion or bad vibes or psychic attack or, you know, negative by evil forces, but it removes physical stagnant negative energy that is trapped within your body, whether it be for emotions, anxiety, stress, traumas from childhood or other things. Negative stagnant energy, it manifests into physical disease within our bodies. So fluorite is a wonderful crystal to keep it with you. I always had a fluorite crystal in between my bra and my right breast when I have breast cancer, and it really helped me, I believe. Now the only thing with fluorite is because it absorbs so much negativity, it's very important to clean it very often because, you know, some things that you can discover with fluorite and it can blow your mind. Actually, it did mine. If you don't clean it correctly, it can break, it can even explode. I have some crystals exploding. Some customers contacted me because the fluorite has exploded all of a sudden. And it's because so much negativity and so much malicious energy that it can be trapped into the crystal. If you don't clean it often, it can break off the crystal. That could be one, because the crystal is not being cleaned often as much as it should, or two, sometimes because the crystal has done its job and is done. That's it. It's time to go. When that happens, don't feel bad. Thank the crystal for the healing that it provided to you while it has to, and then just put it in your plant, bury in the soil on your garden next to a tree. Just bless the crystal, thank the crystal, just let it go. The best way to clean, once again, is in selenite. Just put the crystals in selenite, put some sage under the full moon, and that's the way to cleanse your crystals. Another great crystal for beginners is Black Tourmaline. I love Black Tourmaline. It's absolutely amazing, amazing crystal. It's very easy to work with. It's not very strong energy, but it's very potent and very powerful. It's one of the #1 top crystals to remove negative energy and to protect yourself, your aura, your being, your space from negative energy. So Black Tourmaline is one of the #1 crystals for that reason. If Black Tourmaline has mica on it, it's even better, because when mica inclusions are in Black Tourmaline, it sends back that negative energy to whoever is sent back to you. So it's very powerful when Black Tourmaline has a mica inclusions on it. And if you mix it with fire agate, it's even more powerful for protection. So Black Tourmaline with mica inclusions and fire agate, it will like return that negative energy to whoever might be sending it to you. So it's always good to have it. Excellent for beginners, Black Tourmaline. Another crystal for beginners is citrine. This is the very first crystal that I ever had when I got into crystals. It was citrine. One of the reasons why I absolutely love and adore citrine is because citrine carries the energy of the sun. It's a happy crystal. It's a crystal that pushes you forward to do things, to overcome things. And in my case in particular, it was the #1 crystal that helped me to block so many negative thoughts that I was having. When crystals came into my life, I was going through a very tough time in my life. I was in an incredibly toxic relationship with a psychopath narcissist. I will do more videos about that, I promise. I'm ready actually to talk about that. It's been 6 years. So I'm ready to talk about that, how crystals helped me through that. But I was also like a physically sick. I was very unhealthy. Okay, I went through 2 years of the most stressful time in my life. So all that stress, negativity, manifested into physical disease. So it was very hard to heal physically when mentally I was so fucked up. And forgive me the expression, but I just have to be honest with you. I could not stop thinking about this person, all the damage, all the hurt. I 1,000 times going in my head about things, and it would drive me crazy. It's like I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't work, I couldn't do anything. So I started learning about citrine, and I will hold citrine in my hand like my life will depend on it. And to my surprise, it really helped to stop negative thinking. It's kind of like it will block the negative thoughts, and it will just make me feel better, and it will make me actually focus on other things but the negative, and even cheer me up. So this is definitely like a best. Trying to get natural citrine as much as possible is very hard because it's not that abundant. It's a lot more expensive, but it's natural. If you cannot get natural citrine or you cannot afford it, then go with it's called fake citrine because it's baked amethyst, but it's a real crystal, and it actually can help you as well. If you want to learn more about fake citrine, but why I am not fully against that, go to my website, CrystalHealingForWomen.com, and there is an article about fake citrine versus real citrine, how to recognize, how to go about it, and why, even though it's not 100% natural, I am not 100% fully against it. So go and check it out. Now, these are the base crystals that I would recommend for beginners. You have selenite, you have clear quartz, you have black tourmaline, fluorite, citrine, rose quartz, amethyst. Another one is apophyllite. Apophyllite crystals are another of my all-time favorite crystals. These crystals are freaking unbelievable. The energy they have is so uplifting, is so incredibly like positive. It's almost like celestial for real. Apophyllite is a crystal that has a very powerful, clean, pure energy. So it will lift your spirits, it will make you feel better. It's kind of like a shot of positiveness when you're holding apophyllite crystals. So that's another crystal that is wonderful for beginners on my experience. And I will recommend it to you guys. Now, some crystals that I will not recommend to beginners, and I tell you why, and I give you 2 examples. One will be modalbite crystals, and the other one will be celestial quartz crystals. This is an celestial quartz crystal. These are some really truly powerful crystals, and I'm gonna tell you why I say are not good for beginners based on my experience. When moldavite, this is a pendant actually, this is the very first moldavite that I ever had. I bought a pendant of moldavite because I read about it and how powerful it was. When I got this crystal is when I was in that very toxic relationship. I remember when I got this crystal and I got it, I wear it on, and I was like, okay, let's see what's happening. And I hate it, like, oh my God, I hate it. It made me feel horrible. I will be like negative. I mean, it will bring the worst out of me, honestly. Like, I just couldn't stand it. And I keep crying and crying and crying all the time. And I was like, oh my God, I don't like this crystal at all. Like, crystals are supposed to make you feel good, right? So why is this crystal making me feel so horrible? I can't stop crying. Well, I removed the moldavite pendant from me, and I put it in a drawer actually, and I forgot about it. I made up my mind to say I don't like moldavite. That's one crystal that I don't want to work with. I don't like it, so that's it. Kind of like easily a year after, and it was Christmas time of 2012. And all of a sudden I start thinking about moldavite and thinking about moldavite, and I couldn't stop thinking about this crystal. And I thought to myself, why I'm thinking about this crystal so much? But I always follow my intuition, and even though I have a very bad experience with it at first, I decided to pull it out of the closet and just like hold it and trying to understand why I was feeling so connected to the crystal, and all of a sudden. So I did put the crystal, and this time, to my surprise, it did not make me feel bad. Actually, I am convinced that the crystal, it gave me the strength to finally say no more, no más, finito. And I broke that relationship on Christmas 2012. And I was carrying this crystal from there on. I will not take it off. And every time the person will contact me, I was stronger than without it. And I will not reply, and I will just hold on to the crystal. And I felt this like powerful energy, but it's because I was ready. I have been for years working with crystals, and I was ready. And this crystal told me, you're ready now to work with me, and now you have the strength to get rid of this situation and to remove all that negativity. So I'm telling you this because sometimes when you work with very powerful crystals, they're gonna bring the worst out of you. That doesn't mean that it's a bad crystal. There is no such a bad crystal, or that it's not working, or that it doesn't like you, or something like that. No. Crystals are going to do the work that they need to do at that specific time. So if you have a lot of negativity, issues, trauma, repressed emotions within you, and you work with some very powerful crystals, well, guess what? That's what they're gonna bring out of you, because they're gonna put that in front of you so you can face your fears, you can face your demons, and you can work through them, look into their face, and work through it and get over. Because you're never gonna get over something if you don't face it and you confront it and just work through the pain. You gotta work through the pain in order to let it go and to bring light instead of the pain that you were feeling. So some crystals are gonna bring that out of you. Now, will this crystal, like for example, rose quartz, will do that to you? What is the difference between if I am like filled with negative energy, for example, right, or going through like such a hard time, like if I use celestial quartz or moldavite, so what about a rose quartz? Like, will not that make me feel the same way? And the answer is no. The answer is no, because some crystals are like, they just push you. It's like, okay, you want to go for, let's go. It's kind of like starting to do exercise and go for a little run, and all of a sudden, like, you want to go into the Olympics, right? You got to be ready to be in the Olympics. You got to work your ass off to get to that point of being ready for that. Well, rose quartz, for example, is not a pushy crystal at all. Rose quartz has a very soothing, calming, loving energy. So what it will do is, in a very soft and calm way, help you to feel more relaxed, to calm down, maybe even cry a lot, because you need to bring that, but cry in a more subtle way, if that makes any sense, like just letting that sorrow come out, but in a very comforting way, because while you're doing that, is bringing a lot of love energy into your heart chakra, and it's opening your heart to experience love and to welcome love into your heart. So it's a crystal that is very soothing, and his energy is very calm, and it will work with you in that way, in a very soft way, rather than with a moldavite or like celestial quartz, with it just going to like, you know, go for like, okay, you want to do this, let's go for it. And you might not be ready for it because it's too much. And then you think the crystal doesn't like you, or it's not a good crystal, or, you know, have hit a lot of things. Like, you know, the crystal doesn't like me, it's not a good crystal. I don't know, it's evil. There is no evil crystal, trust me. But they're gonna bring sometimes very dark aspects of yourself to the surface, because you have to confront them, you have to face those monsters that we carry inside, and you have to go through that pain in order to heal. These type of crystals are gonna do that to you. So that's why it's the difference between starting with crystals that are easier to go with, and then once that you start to be used to the energy of the crystal, releasing a lot of that emotions that are hurtful, painful, negativity, traumas, issues, then you can start moving more into more powerful crystals to work with. But that's my advice for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments or contact me. But if you are new to crystals, I hope that this information is helpful to you. You have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Subscribe if you haven't, and I see you in the next video. Namaste. Thank you guys.